Welcome to Tuesday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. We got a good one in store for you. And tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotia Bank Arena with two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at Toronto, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at Chicago, they're trending in the right direction. And while it's still early in the season, they've proven to be a dangerous team.
And the starting group for Chicago, Nikola Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White, then there's Dosunmu, and it's King in at the 1 spot. And for the Raptors, the perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Then there's Barnes, and it's Brown in at the point. When it comes to this time of the season, Grant, what are teams most focused on?
Well, B.A., it's getting the defense in order. That's a priority. An offensive system can take some time to perfect, but a team has to sort out its defensive identity early.
Now here's Barnes. Outside, Brown. That one's wide left. Well, the Bulls traded away DeRozan, Levine, Caruso. But, Grant, despite all that, they finished with an identical record last season.
They did. I mean, they finished the season strong, 17-10 after the All-Star break. Their young backcourt of Gideon White showing some real promise.
Well, just because he's a center, don't be deceived. Vucevic loves connecting with his teammates. Pretty pass.
Brown gets the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And 1:01 left in the opening quarter. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Chicago with a 3.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Now here's Ingram. And Brown, the bucket on the assist by Ingram. Brown's got his second basket on the night.
We know Ingram as a scorer, but Brandon's really worked on his passing game over the years.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And it's King missing.
I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe settling a score with his coach?
Now that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good.
They double him with White. Barrett with it. Now guarded by White. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. Here's King. That'll count. That one doesn't drop. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls out in front, up 2. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Buzelis. Then there's Nikola Vucevic. Then it's Kobe White, and it's King in at the point. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Kobe White becoming an offensive focal point, saying it means a lot that my coaches and my teammates trust me. The only thing that can prepare you for this is going through it. For me to become the player I want to be, I need those moments. It's all part of the learning process and the journey. Back over to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, good stuff. Ingram's checked in for Toronto. R.J. Barrett comes in for Walter. Destined to be a basketball player, Jacoby Walter was named to be in the... Oh, yes, he did!
That's incredible!
Wow! Raptors trail by 5. Pass to Abaji. Ingram on the wing. Barnes a screen. There's the steal. And they're on the run. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Fires away from way outside. That shot, no good. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Toronto Raptors. When this one's over, they'll be off to Charlotte as they take on the Hornets. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Rebound by the Bulls. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
That was a tremendous all-around game. Their intensity was there, and their production was right there along with it, too.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient in almost every aspect.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Chicago ahead, leading by 5. And we'll return shortly.
Toronto 4, the Bulls 9.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Well, I think for the Raptors, couldn't have had asked for a better start. I love the focus and they're determined.
Come on, man. It's been 2 games. You can't judge anything by that.
And looking back at the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Raptors.
If I could highlight one area where they should spend more time, actually it's already painted. Getting to the post.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Raptors trail by 5. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Well, with a window of opportunity opening in the East, the Raptors are trying to make inroads. After acquiring Brandon Ingram last season, he's finally out of the bubble wrap and providing that offensive punch that this team has needed. The goal is clear. Ingram said it himself. They're looking to get back into the playoffs in Toronto.
Love that confidence. Okay, Shams, thank you. Ingram the 3 with Barnes the 4. Then it's R.J. Barrett and it's Brown in at the point guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Out of bounds, it'll be Toronto's ball. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. 4th, Coby White.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
Brown gets the bucket.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Extremely fortunate they didn't lose the ball there.
56 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
He might be forcing things a little bit right now. Credit the defense for how they're playing him.
And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's King. 9 points in the game. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. Here's Mamukelashvili. They trail by 3. Outside Barnes. And there's Brown. That one's good. On the assist by Barnes. Brown's got 4 points this quarter. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And it's King missing.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Out of bounds. It'll be Bulls ball. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Trying anything now to get them out of this slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Brown inside. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. But if it goes, and that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds.
Oh, in a close game like this, that is the kind of mental lapse you have to avoid.
And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look at it on the replay monitor. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
they're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
While this call may not decide the game, you always prefer to get it right.
And the ruling is in. The call stands. No bucket. So no change in the score as we end the quarter.
Good move to review that shot. That was really close to counting.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Bulls leading by 1. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. Who's Ellis out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then there's Nikola Vucevic, then it's Kobe White, and it's King in the point guard. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan was saying to the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. They double him with White, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball called on the play.
Six on the shot clock. Here's Barnes to take the lead, and he cashes it in on the layup.
Wow, that was close. Scotty Barnes recognizing the situation with the shot clock.
Chicago's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Vucevic in a post. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Takes it inside. Oh, he misses the dunk. Barrett. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Oh, he can't jam it home.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Takes a three. It's money from deep.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Oh, the shot is off.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And a big mental mistake as they called timeout when they had none remaining. And they'll pay for it with maybe the rarest of technical fouls.
Oh, man, big error right there. Number of remaining timeouts is something you communicate to your players.
We don't see it that often, but with all that's going on, the timeout situation must have slipped his mind. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Outside. Spins. Time expires. We're going to overtime. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here's King. They've got Nikola Vucevic. Ayo Dosunmu out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White, and it's King in at the 1.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime, they caught a second win.
They really did, and it was wild. Everything it took just to